Alright, here we go. I am back. I am the Sea Hag, and this is Sea Hag Plays Pikmin. Thank you for coming back. This is part 9 of my series. What you missed on the last episode was, unfortunately, I lost 26 blue Pikmin. This has been a little bit of a problem for me. Normally I don't ever lose that many, and I'm not just saying that. I truly don't usually lose that many. A couple good things, though, came out of it. I am 8 parts ahead of my day 10 that we're going into, which means I technically, if I got nothing for 8 days in a row, I would still be on track to hit this in the 30-day mark. So I will be landing here. This will be a shorter day, most likely, because there is only one boss in this area for me to take out, and one part to recruit. Now, I do think I do have to do an initial sweep with my reds again if I want to mitigate the death of my yellow Pikmin, because I do have to go to the far end of the map to get enough bombs to blow up this wall, and want to do it safely. So I'm going to take 80 red. It's pretty solid force to get rid of any of the fiery Poombas or fiery Blowhogs, as Pikmin folks know. I do have 2 Pikmin out in the battlefield, but that shouldn't change much anyways. I do have to cross the map, though, right through fiery Blowhog territory with my yellows. So if they have all respawned, which it looks like actually most of them didn't, but there are some directly in my way, I am not going to make the same mistakes I made yesterday. I will be keeping my reds... Why did I throw that yellow Pikmin? I will be keeping these reds separate from the rest, because they are the army, they are the fight force, they are the foot soldiers, and are the strongest. I'm going to do my best to not pull over the Wollywog, but that obviously isn't happening. So the trick now here, these are 2 very dangerous enemies, and the last thing I want to do is bring them back to my main force. Now, because fortunately the fiery Blowhog or angry fire Pumbaa is fire, ouch, my Pikmin in this case are resistant. I am not, so I have to stay out of the flame. But that makes this a little bit easier to do. Boom. Okay, I really don't care about these corpses right now. Sorry, PETA, but I do not care about these Pumbaa corpses, because at this point in time, I just need the bomb rocks. We are not here to get more. If I'm able to get the daddy long legs in a very short amount of time, I will spend the rest of the day kind of recruiting for the blues, because they did suffer many losses under my leadership. Yep, the Boop the plunger-footed bug. It is one of my favorite boss designs, I think, but very annoying. I will 110% lose yellow Pikmin here. There has never been a time in any of the Pikmin games that I have played where I have not lost Pikmin to the Long Legs boss. Unfortunately, it is just one of those bosses that in Pikmin 1, it was a good design. The whole design of it is essentially so that you need your yellow Pikmin to... oh, did I not get that one? Where am I going? I am way the frack off. Okay, you get your yellow Pikmin to... you have to throw them up. I'm probably doing the description so freaking poorly here, but you'll see as soon as I do fight it. Now, if this is correct, this will only take 3 or 6 bombs. I think it's a 6-bomb wall. So I'm going to throw 3. If it doesn't work, we'll throw 3 more. We do have to kind of maneuver around. And of course the one didn't throw. Ah, shit. That's what I was worried about. Okay, we're good. I do have to go back. Why the hell did you go all the way down there? I do have to go back to the base, because I need to swap out for as many yellow Pikmin as possible. Because the boss is tricky. There's 2 ways to go about it that they fix actually in Pikmin 2 and 3. how you go about it is you throw a bunch of yellow Pikmin at its center abdomen, which lowers its abdomen for you to throw more Pikmin on it. The only problem is you can't throw any Pikmin high enough except for the yellow Pikmin. So already you're at a bit of a disadvantage because you just don't have the strength of the red Pikmin behind you. On top of that, they do have stompy feet, where you, like, if any of your Pikmin under them will just die. They're just going to get squished. They're not going to come back. And RIP Pikmin. In future games, how they fix that, though, is you can actually swarm the feet. And if you swarm their feet, they will climb up the rest of the body to get to the top. Now, I am going to have to do one tricky thing because I do not want to bring... I do not want to bring bombs into the arena because they will just cause mass casualties if the Daddy Longlegs steps on them. So how we deal with that is we just send the yellow Pikmin back into the base, and they drop the bombs below, and then fortunately when I call out my 100, they will have to, or they will not interact with the fire or the bomb rocks, which does help me, because believe me, the last thing you want is to destroy your entire force with one bomb going off. And yes, Fluff, one big Pikmin plant sandwich. And I am not a vegan. And actually, that's what this flower is meant for. Shit. That is what this flower is, in fact, meant for. This boss specifically. It is to allow you to have that extra sort of exchange if you need to, if you happen to be pushing time and you're like, I just need a few more. The only thing that confuses me is I genuinely don't know how to get up there. Oh, no, there's a little ramp. No Jill sandwiches here. I'm gonna have to just... because he will kill my Pikmin as they're carrying this part back. This is why this boss is a little tricky, because there is also the fire hazard, so you do have to kind of have good timing, and it's about to drop from the ceiling, so fair warning, surprise boss. So see how I just lost. There we go. Did not take long. 21 Pikmin to that shit. So you have to throw them at this dangly golden ball, and you kind of have to do your best to maneuver around. You do really have to just keep throwing and whistling as best as possible, because this is a boss that just does not freaking stop. I just lost another glitch chapter. There's 10 more gone. But see how it gets so much lower, and your Pikmin do slow down its movement when they swarm its feet, which can be beneficial, but they do 0 damage when they do that. So here's dead again, more dead. Now, of course, I'm trying Pikmin not even at it. As long as too many more don't die, this should be okay. I cannot remember how many go on this Guardian satellite. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Here's the moment of truth, though. Will they make it past the fire? At this point, I've already resigned myself to the fact that I do have to go back to that very first level to do a really quick speed farming of some Pikmin. Because, Jesus Christ, that did not work out how I wanted it to. Aw, shit. I should have just saw that coming. Well, today is not a good day for yellow Pikmin. Go. Ah, that one's dead. Wow. I do not think there's been a run-through of this game where I've lost this many Pikmin since the first time I played the game. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I didn't ask for roast vegetables, Fluffy. This just happens to be what I got. Well, that happened. The rest of the day is super easy. I'm not even going to bother staying here for much longer, so this will be a shorter episode. As soon as the satellite gets back to base, I will be just hopping into my next day, because at this point there's really nothing else here for us. I am doing just a quick Pikmin swap, because I do not need that pellet. Go away. Take this. That was not a good day. As far as things go. And the reason why I say that is because now I've wasted one day doing one part, which if you're new to the game, that's actually how the game is built to play. Anything above 1 per day is a bonus. That being said, I lost, as you can see, almost I think about 2/3 of the Pikmin I had out. That's a problem. That is a very big problem. But that's okay. We're making it work. No one's perfect. I am just gonna, since I have all the Pikmin for the day, I'm just gonna end my day here. We're gonna look at the brief summary. We're gonna see that chart go very, very sadly down. Very, very sadly down. But we will be going back to the impact site, which I think will have a bonus boss now. So I am going to show you going back to this impact site for the farming, because the second or the third or fourth time you go back, it does change. But I still have not, one of the best parts about this in my opinion is I still have not left any Pikmin behind. So that is good news. Oh, fuck me. That is so bad. Pardon my French. Well, that brings me to the end of this unfortunate Pikmin day. We got one part, our last part from the Forest Naval, which is a good thing. We do not have to go back there with all those damn fire hazards. I did unfortunately lose 59 yellow Pikmin in battle after losing, I don't even remember how many, I think 55 blue Pikmin yesterday. I think I just said blue twice. Lost the yellows today, blue Pikmin yesterday. As you can see, the reds are far ahead of the blues. I am going to go back to the very first level and go from there. Oh, thank you so much, Fluff. To end this episode, I just want to have a big shout out to Fluffy Butt Sheep. They tuned in today. They've been keeping me company for the last hour and a bit, and I very much appreciate it for the follow. Thank you so much, Fluffy Butt Sheep. And I really hope to see you again soon. I will be playing more Pikmin 1, and I believe I'm going to follow it up just with Pikmin 2. So if you want to see some of that stuff, please come back, check out the channel. Thursdays are going to be primarily my throwback days or retro days, so I will be playing with that here. Have a great sleep, Fluffy Butt Sheep, and thank you to everybody who's watching this video on YouTube. Please like and subscribe down below, and put a comment in on the video for any future games that you would like to see me play. I have most of the main Nintendo titles from N64 to now, with the exception of very few, so I am happy to whip out any of them. Huge Nintendo fan. Thank you, folks.